All right. What is up, interwebs? This is Leon Rosenberg. Um, we don't know each other, but we're about to get very personal. I'd like to give you my personal account of some betrayal and pain that I've experienced, and the very tool that and process that is finally helping me get past that, which is forgiveness. First off, I'd like to thank Creations Ross because I'm sure he's not the first to talk about forgiveness being a powerful tool, but it was his video that hit me just at the right time that made me realize something needed to change. Okay, so I'll quantify my credibility to speak on this first, or kind of why I needed to find forgiveness, so to speak. Um, this is going to be part venting, part telling my story, part going through my own process too. So bear with me. I'll try to keep it short. But I had a fiance who was cheating on me with kind of a lot, and with her boss and all that, and she got pregnant with my kid, and then apparently the very night we found out we were pregnant, she started sexting one of her exes at this as well. So there was a ton of affairs, a ton of small lies that led into those affairs, and just a whole lot of manipulation. And so anyways, fast forward, she miscarries. We're obviously no longer engaged because her ex contacted me, told me about all the affairs. I caught her red-handed. He showed me all this proof. And after about a month of still thinking that I needed to be in this person's life, um, she eventually was just like, "You're a fucking cheater, this, that." And I was like, "Are you serious? I've been trying to be your friend after everything you've done to me, and you're gonna pretend I'm now like a cheater or something?" As if we're, anyways. So I threw her shit on her lawn. She happens to live with her parents. They called the cops on me. I went to jail. I spent a weekend in jail waiting for my court. I thought it was going to be some silly thing that would blow over just for me throwing shit on her lawn. Well, I get out and I'm facing two felonies. One for trespassing, a day when I visited her sick at her house, and for stalking, as if I could be stalking my fiance. Both of those felonies were dropped, but I did get stuck with a misdemeanor for harassment, which is classified under domestic violence. So everyone now thinks I'm a violent person, even though that domestic violence harassment charge is for sending her own nude photos with the caption "liar" after finding out that she had been sexting her ex. So yes, betrayal, manipulation, broken heart, and I got in legal trouble, as if I deserve it. So this led to so much pain, so much frustration, so much hatred. And for 3 months, I just, fuck you, fuck this, fuck that. And I thought that this hatred would fuel me in some good way. Living well is the best revenge, they say. But I found that just to be entirely too negative. I didn't go anywhere in 3 months. I thought I was, but it was bullshit. Negativity is never ending. It needs constant fuel. It requires constant attention. And even living well as best revenge, it's just, you're investing in the wrong reasons to live well. You should live well. You know why you should live well? You should live well because you deserve to live well, because you are a decent human being who has suffered and who has learned and who has love and who experiences pain and who wants to help others. You deserve to live well. Just live well for that. So that's going to be, in part, the first thing that led me to finding out that I needed to incorporate forgiveness. This negative energy is just never going to work. Okay? So, before I get into forgiveness, I would like to also say, whatever you have gone through, whatever trauma, pain, betrayal, it could have been 10 times worse. To me, what happened to me is the worst thing in the world. I know there are worse things, but that is the worst thing in the world to me. Whatever it is for you, maybe your own mistakes, someone else's, whatever trauma, pain, or sadness, you have to understand that I would never fault you for not choosing to forgive. Okay? This other person or whatever factors are at play, they might never deserve your forgiveness. But here is the flip side of that coin, is that you deserve to be free of pain. You deserve to live a comfortable life. You deserve to be happy. And the only way you do that is by not carrying around the baggage of negative things that have happened in the past. Self-correct, learn from them, but don't let them weigh down on you for longer than they need to. All right? And so this is the power of forgiveness right here. Um, and it's a process, and you have to do it out loud. You can't just be like, in my head, I forgive. Sometimes Patty creeps up in my head and I'm just like, fuck you. And I'll be on the bus and I'm like, oh, say you're sorry. And say, or sorry, not you're sorry. Say I forgive you, but say it out loud. And I'm like, if I say it out loud, I'm going to cry. I'm going to cry on this bus if I say I forgive you out loud. But you gotta fucking do it. And each time, I'll tell you what, it feels a little less like bullshit every time. Every time you believe it a little more. So every time my shoulders relax just the slightest bit more. My chest isn't quite so tight, and my heart feels the opportunity to feel the slightest bit more optimistic about the future. So, yeah, forgiveness is pretty awesome like that because it gives you the power to let go of these things. It is your superpower. All right? It is hard, it takes time, it is a lengthy process, and that is exactly what makes it so rewarding. All right? Things worthwhile are not easy. So, in summation, give forgiveness a shot because it's the best thing you can do for yourself. I know they don't deserve it. I know. But you deserve to be pain free. And that's how you let go of it, is by forgiving. So, take from that what you will. I hope you can find the emotional closure that we all seek from painful experiences. And just remember, broken heart, possibly. Clearer eyes for sure. So, with all my love, follow your heart. This is Leon Rosenberg signing off.